Becky Lynch's controversial WWE return, and the surprising architect behind it. Tonight, we're diving into one of the boldest comebacks in modern wrestling. Becky Lynch's polarizing 2025 return to WWE. The decision to have Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria's reign as WWE Women's Tag Team Champions last only a single day was orchestrated by the man herself. Leading up to WrestleMania 41, speculation was rife regarding Lynch's potential return to WWE, with many believing her hiatus would extend for a considerable period. She pursued acting endeavors, including a role in the upcoming Star Trek Starfleet Academy series on Paramount+. Despite these assumptions, rumors began circulating just days before WrestleMania, suggesting a return was imminent. These speculations proved accurate when, on the second night of WrestleMania 41, Lynch was revealed as the mystery partner of Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria in a tag team title match against the then-champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. In a surprising turn of events, the newly formed Irish duo emerged victorious, capturing the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. However, their reign atop the tag team division was short-lived. A mere day later, on Monday's edition of WWE Raw, Lynch and Valkyria faced Morgan and Rodriguez in a championship rematch and were defeated, relinquishing the titles back to the former champions. This abrupt conclusion to their title reign left many fans perplexed, questioning the logic behind their initial victory. According to Bryan Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live, the creative force behind this unconventional storyline was none other than the multi-time women's champion, Becky Lynch. "This whole thing was Becky's idea," Alvarez claimed. "I heard about it in advance. Becky wants to come back. She wants to win the title, then turn on Lyra the next night." According to Bryan Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live, the creative force behind this unconventional storyline was none other than the multi-time women's champion, Becky Lynch. "This whole thing was Becky's idea," Alvarez claimed. "I heard about it in advance. Becky wants to come back. She wants to win the title, then turn on Lyra the next night." Lynch had been absent from WWE television since May 2024, following a steel cage match loss to Liv Morgan on Raw. While away, she remained under WWE contract and actively pursued acting opportunities. The rumors of her return intensified just before WrestleMania 41, particularly after Bayley was reportedly sidelined due to a backstage attack, making Lynch a prime candidate to step in as Valkyria's partner. Lynch's vision, as reported by Alvarez, involved a swift title victory followed by a dramatic heel turn on Valkyria, potentially setting up a future feud between the two Irish stars. This calculated move aimed to generate significant buzz and re-establish Lynch with a new, more antagonistic persona upon her return to the WWE landscape. Fans exploded online, half cheering, half furious, after the man hijacked the main event of the Royal Rumble. But here's the twist. The mastermind who paved her path back wasn't Triple H, wasn't Vince, and wasn't even a McMahon. Stick around as we peel back the curtain on secret text threads, a power broker working from the shadows, and the real-life stakes that made this return so risky and so brilliant. Rewind to June 2024. Becky takes an indefinite hiatus after her Hell in a Cell loss to Rhea Ripley. On-screen, WWE blamed storyline injuries. Off-screen, IRL burnout and a clause-heavy contract renegotiation loomed large. Overlay tweets from fans mourning the departure. The women's division suddenly felt like a banquet missing its main course. Ratings for Raw's second hour slipped 11% by August. Merchandise sales featuring Becky's likeness fell off a cliff. Yet no concrete return date emerged. Enter a mysterious fixer. At first, dirt sheets whispered it was Bruce Pritchard pulling strings. Then whispers shifted to Nick Khan. Both guesses were wrong. The real architect, Megan Morrell, a 32-year-old streaming strategy VP hired from Amazon Prime in late 2023. Morrell's KPI? Juice Peacock subs before the next rights renewal. She studied heat maps showing subscriber spikes during Becky's segments. The data was ruthless. No other female star moved the needle that sharply, not even Charlotte. Morrell crafted Project Heartbeat, a three-phase plan to yank Becky back, spike February viewership, and leverage controversy for social traction. First, Morel needed buzz without a contract. She arranged for Becky to appear undisclosed in Young Rock's Season 3 cameo as Mythic Future Hall of Famer. The cameo dropped one cryptic line: "Becky, on screen, you never really leave the ring. You just wait for a bigger fight." Twitter detonated. Suddenly, #BeckyBack trended in 19 countries. Importantly, WWE could claim no involvement, giving legal teams room to bargain. Behind closed doors, Morel flew to Dublin with a non-disclosure-laden term sheet worth $4.5 million guaranteed plus Twitch co-stream rights. More radical? A clause granting Becky final cut veto on any storyline touching her family. It wasn't McMahon magnanimity. It was Morel's algorithmic math. If Becky trusted the brand, she'd commit to 3 tentpole PLEs, each predicted to boost Peacock conversions by 6 to 8%. The return had to feel illicit, like fans witnessed a breach of corporate protocol. Royal Rumble 2025 in Philadelphia was the canvas. Play clip. Rhea Ripley eliminates Bianca Belair. Crowd booing. Suddenly, an unscheduled 31st buzzer shrieks. Arena lights blackout. On the Tron, a single phrase in Celtic-style font. "The man owes you an o'clock." Becky slides in under the bottom rope, leather jacket flapping like a bat's wing. Commentary loses its mind. Michael Cole. She's not even in the match. What is happening? Becky wrecks Ripley with a manhandle slam, tosses her over. Timekeeper ring bells in confusion. Refs argue ringside. Cole screams for a rulebook. The broadcast feed purposely cuts to a Peacock error splash for 6 seconds. An Easter egg glitch choreographed by Morel to make the audience think the stream crashed. When the picture snaps back, Becky is bathing in pyro as winner graphics roll. Twitter counts 3.8 million posts in the next hour. Mission accomplished. Backlash was nuclear. Old-school purists called it the death of kayfabe rules. Charlotte Stans launched a #StripTheWin petition. ESPN roundtables debated whether scripted sports could cheat too hard. Yet metrics told another story. Peacock sign UPS for the Rumble weekend shattered the previous record by 22%. Segment-by-segment ratings showed a plus 34% spike after the blackout spot. Morel's risk matrix had been right. Controversy monetizes. Internally, she presented a slide titled, "Haters pay the same $4.99. The board applauded. But inside Gorilla, resentment simmered. Reports surfaced of Shayna Baszler lobbying for a legit Rumble victory that same night. Bayley felt her damage control arc got sideswiped. Ironically, Becky diffused tension with a closed-door speech insisting her win be converted into a triple threat at WrestleMania 41, elevating Ripley and Baszler instead of sidelining them. The room thawed. Still, the rift exposed how one data-driven exec could bend the creative spine of WWE. For 3 months, Morel stayed invisible. Then Sports Illustrated ran an expose titled, "The Woman Behind the Man." The article unveiled her Slack messages strategizing the blackout glitch. Fans suddenly knew the